Good morning, guys. Welcome to our Day 5 morning message for Week 7, Unit 4. We are going to be completing our writing. We are currently experts. We are no longer having to research for this question. So, experts. This week, we have become experts on our research question number 6. So, on RQ number 6. Today, you will revise, edit, and illustrate your opinion piece. As part of revising, you will focus on adding technical vocabulary. To prove your expertise. And make your opinion piece more convincing. Today, we are focused on earning all the points on our rubric, all points of our rubrics. You should I'm running out of, let me lift this up a little bit so you can see. You should look over and read your writing before turning it in. I'm going to run out of a little bit of space. So to your teacher. We got a long morning message today, right? All right, so let's look back through this. We're going to kind of review a lot of the stuff that we've talked about this week. So we've talked about the R-controlled vowels. We've talked about the different vowel teams. So I'm going to go through real quick and highlight some of the R-controlled vowels. We have experts. And you guys might want to pause it and see if you can find anything that maybe I don't find looking over my writing. This week we have become experts on research question number 6. Today you will revise, edit, and illustrate your opinion piece as part of your revising. You will focus on adding technical vocabulary, RE, to prove your expertise and make your opinion more convincing. Or today we are focused on earning all points of our rubric. You should look over and read your writing before turning it into your teacher. All right, so there were my R-controlled vowels. Let's think about some of those vowel teams that we've talked about this week. So I'm going to go through and find some of those familiar vowel teams we talked about. So we have EE in week, makes that long E sound, right? So this week we have become experts on research question number 6. Today, AY makes that long A sound. You will revise, there's your long I sound with a consonant E. Edit and illustrate, there's the long A sound with the consonant E. I don't think we've had one of those earlier this week, but that is another vowel team that we could be looking at. Your opinion piece as part of your revising, you will focus on adding technical vocabulary to prove your expertise and make your opinion more convincing. Today, we are focused on earning all points of our rubric. You should look over and there's the EA, your writing before turning it into your teacher. All right, so we found some vowel teams, right? And something important that you need to do today that I talk a little bit about in our writer's workshop is you need to look over your writing and make sure that it has chops. So that means going through, making sure that you have capitalization where you need it, right? That your handwriting, now some of you might be writing it and turning in that way. Some of you might be typing it. So if you're writing it, you want to check your handwriting, right? So I'm going to look first at my capitalization. I got the beginning of a sentence, and I'm going to go through and make sure I have all my capital letters where I need them. And just make sure, remember, we're going to be capitalizing after some punctuation when we're starting a new sentence. All right, and then we need to go through and also check for our punctuation marks. Make sure that we didn't leave any of those out. All right, and that includes your commas, your periods, right? We have a list right here, so I've got a couple of commas. There's another period. Part of our revising, comma, you will focus on adding technical vocabulary to prove your expertise and make your opinion more convincing. Today we're focused on earning all points of our rubric. You should look over, and then there's my last period. So I have all my periods, my capital letters, my handwriting's pretty neat, but I might need to rewrite it again if I am revising. And then I'm also going to be checking and making sure that I have some of the stuff that's also on that rubric, right? So not only do we need to worry about the chops of it, we also said we needed to make sure we have some linking language, right? So if I look back through here and I see if I can find some linking language, right? Today kind of tells me a little bit of sequence about when this is happening, right? And let's see, to prove your expertise and make your opinion more convincing. So I have a little bit of linking language in here. Right, so you need to go check for all that and try and use some of that technical vocabulary we've talked about this week. All right, guys, can't wait to read your writings.